Jan Schwankmajer is a uniquely Czech voice in cinema, in my opinion. He is, like a real artist, a truth teller. So for people who are uncomfortable with the truth, he makes them uncomfortable. I like that. I used to think that Schwankmajer was the last surrealist in Europe until I met Matti Kut in Estonia. But Schwankmajer's vision of surrealism as a way to access our subconscious feelings is unique. He has a very dark idea of human nature, which is entirely justified by experience. And I think he's an important filmmaker. For me, for many people, I could list a long list of people who have been influenced by him for the better. A world without Jan Schwankmajer in cinema would be less interesting. And I think it's important that he makes another film. I don't believe this will be his last feature film, because he has a nasty habit of making films. And nasty habits are difficult to break. But maybe it will be his last film, so let's make it possible. One of the great things about this idea is to fund a film so that it's free of the problems of patronage and influence, so that he can indulge his nasty habit of telling the truth. And we can all see again what his unique visual imagination will cook up. I can't wait, so I hope this will work, and I'm looking forward to seeing his insect film. I was 5.5 years old during the Soviet invasion of Czechoslovakia. And my family came to England, where I grew up. And there we were lucky to have the BBC that exposed us to many interesting things, including on BBC Two television, the films of Jan Schwankmajer. I don't remember how old I was when I first saw one of his films on television, but I remember the impact that it had. Of course, I'm familiar with, I think, almost, perhaps not all his work, the short films, the dimensions of dialogue, for instance, and all this, and the features like Alice, and my personal favorite, Little Otík, the story of Otesánek in this wonderfully grotesque form is quite amazing. So I came to Schwankmajer through British television, and I particularly was struck by his piece that I think the BBC commissioned, The Death of Stalinism in Czechoslovakia, which again was a cautionary tale for all of us and has a little bit of truth to it still. I think in various interesting and devious ways, Jan Schwankmajer has had an influence on many filmmakers whom I admire. Not only people like the Quay brothers, where you can see the influence very explicitly, and great filmmakers like Henry Selick in animation, but people like Terry Gilliam, whose similar interest in truth-telling is an inspiration to us all. So we are all in some way affected by Jan Schwankmajer, because once you've seen his films, there's no going back. I would definitely be a dung beetle, rolling my little ball of shit through the world.